everyone, today I'm doing a simple back to class, back to school tutorial. Not really sure what's appropriate for a back to school tutorial. I went to art school, so we were pretty much allowed to wear whatever we want as long as you didn't like write a swear word in eyeliner across your forehead. They really didn't care what you wore. But from watching other back to school makeup tutorials, I gathered that there were limitations, so I tried to do something relatively neutral. This is just a look that I wear when I really don't have time to do much else. It's just one color on the lid and then some liquid eyeliner, mascara, blush, lips, and you're done sort of thing. Hope you guys like this look, and if you want to see how to do it, just keep watching. I'm gonna start by putting MAC's Paint Pot in Bare Study all over my lid. I like to use a brush with this just because I find I get it everywhere if I don't. But obviously you can just use your finger. Then I'm just taking this shadow here, Vanilla, from the Urban Decay 15th anniversary palette. Use whatever brush is closest to you, doesn't really matter, and just put that over the Bare Study paint pot. Then I like to do just a quick inner corner highlight with NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Cottage Cheese. And a brow bone highlight with MAC's Blanc Type. So for the liquid eyeliner, I actually find it easiest to get this little wing by using two different ones. So I use L'Oreal Liner Intense Carbon Black, blah blah blah, whatever it's called, the felt tip one that I used in my Slytherin tutorial, on the lash line itself, and then for the wing I am going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On liquid liner in what's it called, Perversion, because it has a really precise tip, which is really great for doing that wing at the end. So just take the L'Oreal liner to just the edge of the lash line and then grab the Urban Decay one and wipe off the friggin' brush, because it is a tiny little brush, but it can get a lot of product on it. I always wipe it off on the rim like this before I use it because it's also super liquidy. It's a little bit hard to work with, but precise, good for the wing. So for winged liner, I just draw a line, trying to get even with the other eye, of course, but I kind of follow the natural curve of the bottom lash line here. So you just kind of find that and draw a line up from there. And hopefully it's pretty even. This looks actually pretty even. And then all you need to do is connect the two. Not the most even winged liner that I've ever done, but it'll do. When you're in a rush, like tiny little unevenness, don't try to fix it. No one's gonna notice. Just as long as they're relatively even, the wings are relatively at the same angle. When you put on mascara, it obstructs it anyway. It's not a big deal. Next, I'm going to just tightline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0. And I'm also going to line sort of halfway along the waterline, but not all the way. Just let it sort of trail off in the middle. Shut up! And then just throw on some mascara. I am using my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Max mascara. I'm still using the little True Blood sample size because I've been to Sephora twice and they've been out of stock of it, this mascara, and I really want the full size, so they better get it back in stock soon. Alright, I'm just gonna throw on some blush and lipstick. I'm gonna use Dandelion Box Powder from Benefit, which I love, by the way. For lips, I'm going to use MAC's Viva Glam 5 lipstick. And for a little bit of gloss, I'm going to throw on the MAC Full For You Plush Glass, which is a pretty, I think I've used this in a tutorial. It's just a like sheer berry shimmer gloss. Alright, that's it. That's the makeup that I do when I am lazy or in a rush or just want something really quick. I think it's really pretty and it looks really put together without having to do a lot, because you don't have to blend, you don't have to think of eyeshadows to put together because you just use one. I do find liquid liner relatively easy to apply. If you don't, which is totally understandable, it does take practice, use a gel or use a pencil. It really doesn't matter. You can get a really nice wing with a gel liner, and as long as you use like a precise brush, like this is a Sigma eyeliner brush, you can still get the same effect with gel. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye. Oh, I'm so hungry. Okay. I got some BBM. Alright, and then just throw in some Honestly! Stop contacting me!